These 5 deadliest roller coaster accidents are the final destinations for 5 unfortunate people who bought a ticket to ride and then to die. Number 5. James Hackmer. Do you think it is safe to allow an amputated man on a wild roller coaster ride? I hope you say no, but some people don't see it as a danger. James Hackmer, an Iraq War veteran, lost his legs in the war when his vehicle hit a makeshift explosive device. Despite this disability, James remained determined to live his life to the fullest, especially when it came to spending quality time with his loved ones. But in this steel ride, he lost the battle for his life when he was thrown from a 208-foot roller coaster at 50 miles per hour at the Darien Lake theme park and resort in Buffalo, New York. On that sunny day, James, accompanied by his 2 young daughters and teenage nephew, embarked on a roller coaster ride. However, what followed next was a heart-wrenching scene straight out of a horror movie. Eyewitnesses watched in disbelief as James was tragically thrown from the roller coaster. Listen to this young girl.
And I just saw his arms go up and he just flew and he came towards me kinda.
Ashton, James's nephew, said the park staff had no problem with the disabled veteran riding the roller coaster. He was determined to experience every ride. Jody Hackmer, his sister, told the Associated Press that he felt happiest and most normal in years on that ride. State investigators blamed operators' error for the tragedy, but the ride reopened the same year, just to earn a good amount of money. They cost people their lives. Number 4. The Big Dipper Ride. It's one of the worst accidents in human history. On the unfortunate day of May 30th, 1972, Battersea Park in London witnessed a tragic incident at the fun fair. A wooden roller coaster train derailed, resulting in the loss of 5 innocent lives and injuring 13 others. Shockingly, a subsequent investigation uncovered a staggering 51 faults in the roller coaster's operation. The roller coaster train broke loose from its haulage rope while being hoisted up, causing the emergency brake to fail and the carriages to roll backwards towards the station. Despite the brakeman's efforts, the train gained speed, resulting in the back carriage jumping the rails and crashing through the barrier, with the other carriages piling on top. Carolyn Adamsick is a survivor of the deadliest accident, and the expression of terrors from the people who died were ingrained in the deepest recess of her mind. A passenger from the 1972 accident described the terrifying experience of the roller coaster malfunction. As soon as we started shooting backwards, everything went in slow motion. I turned around and saw the brakeman desperately trying to put the brakes on, but it wasn't working. Most of the carriages didn't go around the bend. One detached and went off the side through a wooden hoarding. People were groaning and hanging over the edge. It was awful. The entire structure, including the pedestrian walkway, was deteriorated and unsafe, leading to a tragic incident where a survivor fell to her death after the handrail gave way. An investigation into the roller coaster post-accident uncovered 51 defects on the ride. The ride manager and the inspecting engineer faced trial, but were later cleared of all charges after a lengthy hearing at the Old Bailey on November 20th, 1973. But the world couldn't forget this worst accident in human history. Number 3. Nancy Jones. On a fateful Sunday, August 11, 1996, tragedy struck at the old Indiana Fun Park. 4-year-old Emily Hunt was left paralyzed from the chest down, and her grandmother, Nancy Jones, tragically lost her life when a miniature train ride derailed and overturned, crushing them beneath its immense force. After the tragic incident, a thorough investigation uncovered the truth. Initially, the ride attendant claimed to have applied the brakes, but it soon became clear that the situation was worse than expected. Many brakes were damaged, missing, or improperly connected. Safety mechanisms to prevent derailment were also absent. The speedometer and governor were malfunctioning, and the track was littered with broken ride parts, showing negligence and a lack of maintenance. The investigation into the park's safety measures revealed unsettling revelations. The ride had passed 2 state inspections, but the safety inspector lacked qualifications. This raised doubts about the visitor's safety. A state review found a high frequency of derailments in the months before the accident, with up to 15 in a day. Faced with overwhelming evidence, the park owners admitted to negligence in maintaining the ride. They denied knowledge of its deteriorating condition before the incident. However, Their admission did not ease the pain for Emily Hunt and Nancy Jones's family. The owners declared bankruptcy, leading to the auction of most rides on February 22, 1997. Number 2. Tyree Sampson. Do you know how scary a freefall ride could be? Tyree Sampson is a 14-year-old kid who has been through the world's horrifying accident. On March 24, 2022, Tyree Sampson was on a holiday trip with his football team when they decided to experience the thrill of the Orlando Freefall, the world's tallest freestanding drop tower, standing at 131 meters. However, what was supposed to be a fun day turned into a tragedy when the movable part of the ride reached the top of the tower and began its descent. Tragically, Tyree slipped out of his seat and tragically lost his life upon impact with the ground. The forensic expert report revealed that the leading cause of his death was a mistake made by a park employee. But how did this horrifying accident happen? Watch this clip. A chilling video unveils the moments leading up to his tragic demise. If you look at the side-angle footage reveals that Tyree Sampson is seated on the drop tower ride. The contraption is higher than usual and not even touching thighs. The most shocking thing is no one noticed that the harness was loose. No one took any safety precautions and let the boy fall to his death. After the tragic incident, both the Orlando Freefall and the Orlando Slingshot rides were closed. The company behind Orlando Slingshot stopped production of the model after Tyree's death, with Icon Park supporting the decision. His father even wrote a message where his son died. Death trap. Before getting to our last clip, be sure to subscribe if you are enjoying the video and want to see more like this one. Number 1. This one is the world's most horrifying accident. A 17-year-old boy, Asia Ferguson, was decapitated brutally in this catastrophic incident. He visited the Six Flags Georgia resort on Saturday, June 28, 2008. In his excitement, he ignored the warning sign and entered a restricted area. What transpired after that was written into Six Flags history with the blood of Asia Ferguson. Asia and his companions, motivated by unknown factors, chose to challenge the regulations by climbing over 2 6-foot fences dividing the park-secure area from the perilous off-limit zone beneath the Batman roller coaster. Despite numerous signs clearly indicating the restricted area and the potential dangers, Asia ventured into the forbidden territory, oblivious to the looming disaster ahead. In an instant, tragedy struck when the Batman roller coaster, soaring through the sky at an astonishing speed of 50 miles per hour, collided with Asia. The impact was so powerful that he was immediately decapitated, his life abruptly taken away. There was a witness named Parker who had a clear sight of that horrifying accident, waiting in the line, recalling how 2 reckless teens dashed past, blatantly ignoring the safety regulations. They effortlessly scaled over the fence, with one of them boldly slipping underneath the ride itself. However, destiny had a cruel twist awaiting him. As the roller coaster ruthlessly grabbed him and flung him over the barrier, the sickening sound of a loud crack reverberated through the air, leaving him motionless on the ground, forever imprinted in Parker's mind as a haunting memory. I know you are shivering with the horrors of the world's most horrifying accidents, but let me tell you, there is another video on our channel, and if you watch it, you will be scared to your core.